Thank you very much for hanging out. Let's dive straight on into ICYFAR. And the challenge, you can see it written right there next to me. The challenge for next week, get playing right now, is we're airborne. We're meant to be surrounded. You're only allowed to attack your opponent by dropping. Of course, as Protoss, you can also warp in as long as it's in your opponent's base. It has to be like within like a screen of their base where you're actually warping in with your warp prism. Other than that, I want to see like 4 warp prisms all over the place coming in from every single angle and absolutely killing it. So, yeah, let's dive straight on into game and let's take a look at how these ones worked out. Of course, this is last week's challenge we're going to be casting. Oh, that music's going to be a little bit loud, isn't it? Turn that down just a little bit. Oh, maybe. That's all right. That's all right. So this is last week's challenge. It was stay level-headed. You're only allowed to use ground units that can fight other ground units and air units that can fight other air units, which was a pretty interesting challenge. I have no idea what the hell players are going to have done to have dealt with it. And interestingly enough, up here in the top right, we do have a Terran by the name of Poon Chaser. And there's no confirmation that he ever actually catches the Poon, but he does chase it. And you know what? At least he tries. At least he tries. Spawning down here in the bottom left-hand side, the blue Zerg. It is Mr. Solo Perodrillo. Now, what's going to be really interesting is Terran can't build Marines if they play this challenge. So, yeah, you're kind of screwed. I think I would probably allow Cyclones, even though they can lock onto air. It's kind of like an ability, right? It's like a special ability. I'm not really sure I would allow it otherwise. It looks like he's going to be doing some cheeky proxies. By the way, guys, I'm not sure if you realized, but I'm trying something else out a little bit different today. You're going to notice up here in the top right, there's nothing going on. Oh my, what's this? So I'm testing out the interface made by RTS, Mr. Ryan Shutter of the Blizzard interface and kind of layout and all that sort of stuff team. I forget what their official name is. And he actually made an overlay which hides the supply and all that information. So we're still going to be using production tab today, but we're not going to have supply counts or resources whatsoever. And if I wanted to, I could even hide that and do a 0 information cast. This is something I just saw some people were casting games with no information. They were getting rid of the production tab, getting rid of that. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was cool. And I thought, you know, ICYFAR, it's not the most serious games. This is the perfect chance for us to test this out, see how it goes. And if we like it, I might cast a couple of show matches with this this overlay on and see what it's like casting some games without that supply count constantly in your face laughing at you. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in chat and in the YouTube comments. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Single Zergling comes up here. Okay, you got that Poon. You got that Poon. Poon chases Reaper, comes down, shoots a Zergling in the face. Not too bad. Alright, we've got a factory on the way for Poon Chaser here. This other SCV getting ready to proxy over here as well. And back at home, more Reapers are on the way. So second Reaper does pop out. Is he going to build a third one? I'm not sure just yet. Back at home, Perodrillo. It's got drill in the name. It's kind of a little bit of a randy name, if you know what I mean. You know, we got Poon Chaser and Drillo over here. I feel like these are like the superhero names of some very, very frustrated young boys who, you know, they imagine themselves as some sort of liberator of the female orgasm or something like that. But it's like, no Poon Chaser, no Perodrillo. You guys, I don't know if you're actually, you know, going to achieve any of that, but we're going to see how they do here as Poon Chaser builds a reactor down here. Wants to double up his factory production. Over here on the left-hand side, we've got a starport. He's going to get some dirty shit going on. I'm pretty sure at this point Poon Chaser is the one who's playing the challenge. Of course, as Zerg, you're not handicapped as much with this challenge. You can't build Hydras. You know, you can't build Mutas. You can't build a lot of those kind of lair tech units. But here at Hatch Tech, Lings and Roaches can only fight ground units anyway, so it works out quite okay. This is exactly the sort of overlay I need to fix my supply blocks, says SC2 Sad. Yeah, I'm not sure if it eliminates them, but it definitely eliminates the knowledge of your supply blocks, which is always nice. Starport idling for a moment here. What are we going to see out of that? Looks like Hellions down here. Hellions, Reapers, and maybe Liberators? I mean, Liberators can shoot air and ground, so I guess they're not allowed, right? Vikings are perfect, because Vikings can only fight one at a time, so I'd love to see a whole bunch of Vikings. Slow Zerglings on the high ground for Perodrillo over here. getting ready, getting excited, having a little bit of fun there. Oh, got a little bit of watermelon there in chat. Thank you for spreading that out. Now, guys, I think there's a few new emotes in chat. Did they go through yet? Oh yeah, they did. They did. Awesome. So you know what? Oh, he's gonna be Poon Chaser is gonna dive in here. Oh my God, Zergling Speed's not done yet. Oh, poor Zerglings. You know what? I feel this happens in so many ICYFARs where it's like almost a fucking meme at this point. It's the slow Zerglings being the natural predator of Hellions. Like it's just so dumb, but it keeps happening. Turns out this time the Hellions and Reapers were smart enough to turn away. Poon Chasers being careful, adding Blue Flame, Vikings, and Siege Tanks. Of course, lots of units that fight ground and a couple of units that fight air as well. Meanwhile, our Zerg player, Pero Drillo, hasn't really done a lot of drilling this game, but is going to be making some burrows, so at least you'll be able to drill in and out of the ground repeatedly, just like a young boy should. Just, you know, prairie dogging it, as they say. A couple Reapers, couple Hellions over here. Poon Chaser is not going to be able to break through those roaches. No way. But, ooh, Zerglings get roasted. A couple of nice Reaper grenades go down as well, and that works out real good. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I threw out a few new emotes. Sorry for the guys watching on YouTube. I know you guys can't see the emotes. We've got an oh no emote. We've got a piece of shit. It's a French piece of shit because it has a beret, and we also have a my man for those beautiful people that do subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy finding some uses for those, and that should be good. Damn, the Zerg's name rhymes with the Villo, says Riddler in chat. Pero Drillo a Villo. Oh yeah, you're onto something. It's definitely not that you're obsessed with a Villo and you wanted to have your babies or anything like that, David. Whoa, so many Hellions went down and Reapers, but at the same time, Vikings land in the back. They took out a spine and they're starting to roast these drones. Oh, scan, please drop a scan, please drop a scan. Oh, he's gonna have to get on out of there. Roaches come up, the Viking run by comes in, kills a bunch of dudes and flies out. Poon Chaser here is on the hunt. Got a couple tanks at home as well. It's actually playing this really well. I mean, if you think about it, you can just play like a normal tank Hellion mech style. You just have to rely on Vikings for anti-air, that's all. Staying level-headed quite well here. We're going to see how he does it. It's a good way to play. You don't even mass Raven that much anymore? Did you learn how to get attack upgrades for your siege tanks, Riddler? Did you figure that one out? Or still going with straight into air upgrades, 12 Ravens before you start building more than 2 factories? GG's. Isn't SC2 under maintenance right now? Oh, really? Is it, guys? Let me know when that finishes so I don't accidentally swap over to a server that's under maintenance after this one. I'm on EU right now. I had to revert the patch so that I could cast these games nice and smoothly without any troubles. We'll see how it goes. All right, Poon Chaser, he's got 2 bases. He's got a 3rd on the way. And right now, he thinks he's a tricky fucker. He's got a bunch of Hellions at the front, which there's nothing they can do. This is pure distraction. These are those guys that run up in front of you and wave at you and start going bleep, 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 bleep. And then the friend runs down behind you, and you know where they crouch down behind you, and then the first guy pushes you and you stack it over him because you didn't realize he was there. Yeah, this is the dude that sits behind you and fucking trips you over, man. Meanwhile, these Hellions are just the annoying distraction one. These roaches here, they're sharking around. Oh, they want to find these Hellions. They're gonna go for it. Here we go. Oh! Boom! Unburrow on top of the Hellions. The distraction is getting ripped apart, but at the same time, Vikings land on the back door. Spore Crawlers can't shoot the Vikings when they're landed. Oh, this Viking doesn't know how to land. Friggin' failed his flight class or some shit over there. Nice scan here. Tons of drones gonna go down. Oh my god. Everything getting roasted. 22 workers have gone down. Looks like the spores are going to go down as well, or at least one of them is. Oh, Hydra's here though. Perodrillo getting ground units at fight air. Officially disqualified. Man, just got the economy shredded. How many drones have we got left? Oh no, I'm not meant to be using that. Just production tab. Just production tab. There's like all the lazy caster habits you have. But check it out. He's got to send workers out from his main to his third. His natural just got ravaged. Perodrillo's economy just got shat on. A couple tanks and Hellions coming down the front. They are a little bit exposed though. Poon Chaser maybe getting a little bit too excited for the Poon. And these Hydra's going to jump on top. A couple Hydras will go down, but the tank's going to fall very, very quickly. And it looks like Poon Chaser, unfortunately, not quite able to secure the Poon there. Just got a cheeky bit of second base, but didn't last very long. It looks like Perodrillo ready to drill some roaches and hydras right through the Terran base. Poon Chaser turning around. A single tank back here. What do we got? Oh, we got 2 tanks. Only 1 Tech Lab factory, though. These tanks need to be well positioned. If they get overwhelmed by this Roach Hydra, it's all over. He's got a Viking counterattack to distract. Gets in there once more. Drillo's just getting shreked by this proxy starport Vikings, man. Oh, this is so good. Even focus fires the drones there. Oh, nicely done. Siege tanks and Hellions here with the tanks on the high ground. I think Poon Chaser can hold. Still doesn't have an armory, so no upgrades on these tanks. And no ability to morph Hellbats for extra tanking power. But in terms of the workers, check this out. Ton of mules dropping on this base. Can transfer SCVs down when he wants. He's got 2 bases fully saturated. Meanwhile, Perodrillo's natural has just been ravaged. The third barely mining whatsoever. The Viking counterattacks have just been doing work. Still got this proxy factory down here as well, and even more factories going down at home. Poon Chaser looks like he's finally learned how to calm down. Not going to have an American Pie moment. Go, oops. Looks like he's actually going to be able to hang on for long enough, and I think Perodrillo might be a little bit boned. Is this live? The games are cast off replays always with ICYFAR, Skirus. So ICYFAR is I cast your freaking awesome replays. This is where I cast games of players which you can send in. Any of you can get your games featured in this. Eon Blue, my mod there in chat, you'll see him. He picks the best replays that get sent through. The challenge for next week, you can start sending them in now. As always, you have about 6 days from when the show goes live to get those replays in time. And yeah, we're airborne. We're meant to be surrounded. So you have to drop every single unit. We do a different challenge every week. It's basically Fun Day Monday for you passionless bastards who have been AFK from the scene and can only understand anything StarCraft related when associated to Day 9. Our Lord and Savior. Let's face it, he is the Jesus of StarCraft, so I can't really hate on you that much. We got tanks and Hellions out at home. We've got an armory up here as well. Poon Chaser looks like he's finally learning some patience. He's not going for the... yeah, he's not just gonna throw it. He's slowing it down a little bit. This is a good way to do things. He's gonna unsiege these tanks, start to move down with a big Hellion tank push. Has that armory finished, so can make Hellbats, which is gonna give some way better tanking power. But at the same time, the Zerg butthole slowly burrowing its way through the map. He's seen it. He's turned around. His whole army's trying to get back there. I don't know if it's gonna get back in time though. This Nydus is about to pop out and come forth from the spewing butthole of diarrhea. Comes the Zerg army. Mostly Zerglings in here, though. Zerglings not the strongest unit. They unload so slowly. But here we go. A few more Roaches coming out. Hydra starting to come out as well. The Hellions having a roasty toasty party. The Siege tanks coming in as well. 2 Siege tanks are already sieged in the back. I mean, a few workers have gone down, but I don't know if Perodrillo is going to be able to... Ooh, gets on top of 1 Siege tank. Nice Hellbat morph to buy a little bit more time. Still 2 tanks in the back. 1 tank is going to go down. Uh-oh, Poon Chaser's last line of defense, this tank here. No, he's still got 1 tank back there in the production. It is going to blast these down. And even though Perodrillo looks like he will be able to take out this last tank, it's only got a few Hydras and a Roach left. Poon Chaser frantically trying to micro these units out. Actually, it's still in a bit of trouble right now. I mean, if more units pop out of that Nydus, Perodrillo's got a good chance. Oh, nice repair. Hellions coming in as well. And it looks like those Hydras are going to go down. Poon Chaser had a little bit of a scary moment there, but at the end of the day, we'll be able to deflect that attack. Oh, no, more Zerglings in the natural mineral line. Poon Chaser taking damage. Hellbats came in and killed the 3rd base at the same time, by the way. Probably should have pointed that out. Apparently, I have more tunnel vision than... I don't know, what has a lot of tunnel vision? One of those creatures that dig tunnels underground, I guess? Like a mole? A vole? Something like that? An earthworm? I don't know. I don't even know. But I do know that Poon Chaser is going to lose even more siege tanks to these Zerglings. Luckily, he's got a few Hellbats that have just roasted a queen there. A bit of queen barbecue. It's a little bit fibrous queen meat, but hell, if you're a Terran, it beats eating shitty army rations. I can only imagine the crap they feed you if you are a Marine or a Hellion pilot or something like this. Oh man, these Zerglings. That's a 4-kill Zergling right there. He's done some great work. We've still got one Viking there. Could use a few more. This spine crawler here looks like it did take out a bunch of Vikings that tried to land on it. It's bleeding a little bit, but it's got 3 kills, so not bad. Oh, here we go. Oh, imaginary hen. Thank you, imaginary hen. Oh, shit. These roaches just tunneling. Up and down, up and down. The prairie dogs of StarCraft. Tunneling claw roaches. One of the most annoying things to deal with. And of course, Poon Chaser with no detection. Can't see that right now. He's going to need to drop some scans if he wants to close that. Get rid of those. Finally! He's going to go and take out the Nydus worm. Oh, couldn't have done it any sooner either. About time. Poon Chaser finally takes it out. Thanks, Imaginary Hand. Much love for the $2 tipperino. Oh, a couple siege tanks here. We got a decent bit of siege tank splash. What was that tank doing? Oh, roach chunks flying everywhere. And, oh, another scan goes down and finally gets rid of those roaches. Looks like Poon Chaser secures his own base. And, oh, man. He's actually only got 1 mining base right now. Poon Chaser thought he had the game in the bag, but now I guess the main is mined out of Perodrillo. Perodrillo going for Ultra Cavern when is only mining off 5 mineral patches that are about to run out. Okay, why not? Let's get 1-3 upgrades while on 1/3 of a base economy. Okay, Perodrillo apparently wants to drill with the biggest, manliest unit out there, the Ultralisk. Poon Chaser's still got some tanks. Tanks not going to do that well versus Ultras, but if he's got enough of them, like 7 or 8 siege tanks sieged up in a spread, they can easily deal with 2 or 3. And oh man, Hellions come in here. Not going to drop a scan to finish off those drones. They've all just tucked their heads in, buried themselves underground, but Poon Chasers, Hellbats here are going to get on top of this hatchery. And I mean, really, what fighting units are there right now for Perodrillo? Oh no, the Spine Crawler, the Viking buddies come in. They want to get revenge for their fallen comrades. They blast the Spine Crawler down. All of these drones start to get shot up. And it's a Zerg shooting gallery right here. The Vikings have rocked up. Every single drone is going to go down. The Queen's going to come forward. She's just going to get obliterated by these 4 Vikings. There's 6 Ultras on the way. It's going to be another 20 seconds before they finish, though. It's always so funny when a unit tries to just burrow in front of you. I do like this clan logo, by the way. Mr. Loner. Isn't that like the Donut King logo? But they've written Mr. Loner instead. That's amazing. Mr. Solo. That brings it up to a total of 65 drones killed this game. Oh my god. Holy shit, did you just nut? Has just subbed the Twitch Prime. Can we get a few my mans in chat? And that man a slice of watermelon. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub, just nut. And yeah, okay. Alright, this is it, guys. This is the 1 Ultramorph. Now, there's still 30 seconds till Chitinous Plating finishes. And he's got +1 and +3 melee about to finish. And he's going to engage right before they finish. Oh my god, please don't. Please don't engage just before your upgrades finish. Actually, the tanks are on siege. Maybe this will work out. No, the tanks siege. The Ultras start to take some massive damage. The Hellions doing almost nothing to these Ultras. But actually, no, the armor upgrades aren't finished. And without Chitinous Plating, even the Hellions are doing something. This Ultra in the back is going to get blasted down. There's only a few Ultras and Roaches left. Poon Chaser has to back off for now. The Ultras with the anti-timing going in just before their upgrades finish. But hey, they did take out those tanks mostly unsieged. What's at home? Poon Chaser building a few tanks, building a Widow Mine, building more Hellions. Keep in mind, guys, these Hellions have no attack upgrades. So they do 8 damage, a -6 armor. Each Hellion's doing 2 damage a shot to these Ultras. Yeah, this is like fighting off an armed burglar in your house, like some home invader with a hairdryer. It's kind of stupid, but the Hellions are going to have a go. If they morph to Hellbats, at least they do a little bit more damage. One tank is going to siege up on the high ground. The Hellion's going to try and micro in Hellion form here. This one tank has morphed. There's another tank up there as well. Ooh, that tank takes out a bunch of roaches. Blasts that Ultralisk on the back to pieces. What do we got? We got 4 drones mining the tiny bit of minerals here for Perodrillo. Drillo's still got those drones burrowed. More Hellions are going to come in. Oh, this planetary has finished, but it looks like the Ultras and Roaches will make quick work of that. These Hellions just deciding to have a bit of a stop on the ramp there. More Vikings are still on the way, of course. Poon Chaser only allowed to build units that attack ground from the ground and air from the air. So Vikings, tanks, Hellions all day. No upgrades whatsoever. And, oh man, 4 siege tanks, a ton of Hellions. Is that even enough? I don't think so. Perodrillo, though, has 0 economy and is patiently awaiting his funeral right now. This one Ultra is just stuck at the back, turns around, decides to fight all the Hellions. The tanks are sieging up, though. Oh, this is going to be a big tank volley. All right, starting to get through those Hellions. The Ultras are coming forward now, finally. This Ultra is going to go down. Both Ultras go down. The Siege Tanks and Hellions cleaning up these last couple of Roaches. That's going to be it. And it looks like the Poon Chaser no longer is a chaser of the Poon as he closes that one out. Seals the deal. And takes out Peradrillo. GG, well played. Well played. Nice. Nice. Of course, guys, if you're just tuning in, send in your replays for next week. Challenge is up there. If you guys are like, hey, doesn't the schedule normally go there? Yeah, that's fine. You can type !schedule in chat if you want to see the schedule for today's stream. I like this overlay without supply counts and stuff. I think it's cool. I think we're going to keep going with it for now. Let's hop into game number 2 of the ICYFAR challenge. Staying level-headed